It's gonna be a perfect day, a perfect day, a perfect day. It's gonna be a perfect day.
Today at the LA Mission, people are serving Thanksgiving dinner. I don't have a spoon, so I'm just serving up positive affirmations.
Hey, how you doing?
Hello, beauty.
Hi.
Happy Thanksgiving, and thank you for serving.
But I also created a program called the Celebrity Volunteer Experience. And what it is basically allowing us to talk to different celebrities about why certain causes are so close to their heart, because I want them to help inspire other people to go out in their community and help out. So it is 7:20 in the morning. It is the day before Thanksgiving, and we are heading to the Los Angeles Mission to help volunteer and feed some of the homeless. I've been down to this area before, and it's such a rewarding experience, so I wanted to be able to share that with you guys. So this is a very special episode of the Celebrity Volunteer Experience. So enjoy! I'm gonna go check in. We're starting our day today. Gotta make sure we have all our proper credentials. Hello. Did I come too early? Are you still setting up? Okay, we'll come back. Not a big deal.
Here, sign in.
Okay.
Right there. All that.
Clearly, I arrived a little too early, but my plan was to walk down Skid Row before we got started, just so I could see firsthand what it was like to live on the streets in Los Angeles.
You know, the crazy thing about LA is that you can go 2 streets over and be in one of the wealthiest parts of downtown LA, and then just a couple blocks down, it's extremely impoverished. And it can happen to anybody. That's the thing is that you're always one step away, especially as an entertainer when you're working from job to job. You don't know where your income's gonna come from. It's anticipated that this line is gonna end up all the way down, wrapped around the entire building. The main thing to take away from this experience is having the ability to put yourself in somebody else's shoes to see what life would be like, because I think it's just so easy to judge. Every day, you know, we drive down the street and we might see somebody who's on the street begging for money or what have you, minding their own business, and it's so easy to just judge somebody. So hopefully from this experience you'll get to know some of the people that we're helping out here and have a little bit of empathy.
So we might not have everything to give, but one thing we can sure give you, in the name of Jesus, you'll be blessed. Amen. So allow him.
It's the beginning of the day. You can see everyone's still setting up. All the tables are out. There's going to be thousands of guests coming here to enjoy a meal today, and this is such a cool experience for me to be able to give back to my community and just talk to some of the other celebrities out here that are doing the same. And hopefully we'll inspire you to do the same in your community as well. Even though I said community like 800 times, you'll leave here inspired. That's the goal. As an artist, as a fellow artist, I know that when you're an entertainer and you're starting your career, you really don't know when your next job is going to come.
Absolutely.
So it's something where like this can happen to anyone.
To anyone.
Have you ever?
Anyone.
I would say, have you ever been in a part in your career where maybe you weren't?
Yeah, sure. Absolutely. Starting out, you know, I went to New York when I was really young and started modeling and didn't really know if I was going to take off, and I was kind of nervous calling my parents for money, and sometimes they would send and sometimes they wouldn't. But I think that's the beauty of life, because you never know where you're going to be, and I think that's why you have to appreciate every day, everything.
Yeah.
I think it's really important to teach compassion really early, and I think when you are fortunate, you should be able to give back to people who are less fortunate. I think that's how life works, or should work.
Of course.
Yeah.
But you know, I think also sometimes too with celebrities, you could technically take the easy route and be like, here, let me just make a monetary donation. I'm busy. Why is it important for you to do more and go above and beyond and just donate your time?
Well, first of all, I'm a people person, and I love connecting with other people. So I love seeing the families that are in line, and I say hi to them, or they recognize me, and I ask them about their day. I think it's important to have connection, a human connection, especially now when we're all on our phones, we're all social media. It's like, it's good just to talk to somebody and look at them in the eye and say, I care.
Yeah. Have you ever come across somebody who really just struck your heart? And if so, like, can you tell us a little bit about that experience?
I mean, because we've been coming here, there are families that come up, and, you know, just seeing these kids, you know, and knowing that they look forward to this one day of the year where they all get meals is amazing. It's amazing. And the smiles on their faces, and they're always so happy.
Yeah.
It really is unbelievable.
You know, it's so crazy because what Ivan was saying to me, Ivan Clausen is the one who organized this whole event.
It's amazing.
Yeah, and he was saying that a lot of people think that celebrities are touching all these people's lives, but really the people who are touched the most
are us.
Yeah.
Absolutely. What do you like about doing this?
Just that you just get to pass out food for people who don't really get food every day.
Today, we were going to be serving 3,500 meals to LA's neediest, and I thought it was time we met the man in charge, Ivan Clausen.
Can you tell us a little bit about what specifically the mission is of the Los Angeles Mission?
Yeah, so the mission's been around for 81 years, and our mission is to bring help, hope, and opportunity to men, women, and children in need. So whether that be through mental health services, through a meal, through a warm bed, a shower, love, care, our GED programs, our long-term programs, we do all those types of things. So we really want to help that person regain the life that maybe they had or never had to the one that they should have.
So what could you say and share with us today that would maybe break some stereotypes about homelessness?
Sure. Well, you know, homeless people isn't who you are. That's a place that maybe you're stuck in. Homeless people are much more like you than they're different from you, and they're someone's daughter, they're someone's son, they're someone's dad, grandfather, friend. You know. So they're much more like us than they're different, and they need help. And we just love the people. And when you love someone for a year and care for them holistically, from a mental health services, from a spiritual point of view, from a physical point of view, it makes a huge difference. You can't help it.
And today we have a huge event going on. It's your annual Thanksgiving.
Yes.
Lots going on. So what are we doing today, and what was involved in organizing the event?
Well, it's quite the auspicious task, and yeah, that's part of what I do here. We feed between 3,000 and 4,000 people. I think today we'll probably be right around 3,500, and it's a gourmet meal. Michael Voltaggio and his crew have been helping for the last 7 years. They just acted like sous chefs today. We had fresh turkey, we had greens, we had yams, we had gravy. Everything was freshly sourced, and it's beautiful.
I thought I'd go downstairs to see what all the hype was about.
We're walking the kitchen right now. They're making thousands of pounds of food to feed everybody for today's event. And we're gonna see if we can catch some of the action of what's going on. All right, so we're gonna go this way. You can see there's tons of celery. This is my kind of food right here. I'm all about the vegetables. So it's awesome. Okay, cool. Whoops, excuse me. All right, talk to some of the main folks. So Michael, I know that you're like head chef going around. What goes into making a meal like this for today?
I mean, what goes into it is getting people to help out. This is Joseph Centeno. He's a local chef here in LA. Jonathan Sadowski, he's an actor here in LA as well. Calling your friends, getting with the mission, figuring out what has to get done, and then just getting it done.
And what exactly are you guys preparing? I mean, I know all the fixins, but maybe give us some details on what you got going on.
We made about 80 gallons of gravy from scratch. All the turkeys were roasted from scratch as well, so they're whole roasted turkeys, 300 of them. Joseph actually just sat there and broke down, I think, 150 turkeys right now. We're about to make this much macaroni and cheese. So, yeah, it's a lot of work. There's collard greens today. The mission themselves stepped it up. They made pies from scratch. So the mission themselves really took it upon themselves to attack this and do it their own way. They stepped it up, and they're doing a great job. We're so proud to be cooking with them today.
But what about you? Like, what for you personally brought you to the mission to help volunteer and give your time up?
There's over 50,000 people in the streets of Los Angeles County. We'll try and serve about 4,000 of them today. This is my 5th or 6th year doing this. I cook for people that are entitled to eat every single day of my life, that get to eat, that want to eat, that feel like eating. Today we'll cook for people where this might be the only meal they have today, it might be the only meal they have all week.
How cool is it to see people that you grew up watching on TV or in the movies that are still super busy with work, but willing to come out the day before Thanksgiving to show their love and support for such an amazing cause? It's a good reminder that there really is no excuse not to give back.
What brought you out here today?
You know, I'm actually, I just moved, after leaving The View, I just moved to LA. So Garcelle Bouvet, I came out here with her and friends to just serve.
That's awesome. So, what's the most touching part about interacting with people here in LA that are down on their luck?
You know, it's so great to be able to, you know, if somebody recognizes me from doing something that they love that made them laugh, to be able to make them laugh now and to be able to give a hug and a kiss. Except the one lady, she kept calling me Oprah. So,
Are you serious?
It's okay. I said, I love you too.
Yes.
If you think I'm Oprah and that gives you joy, I will be Oprah.
Okay.
You know.
So I feel like we come across a lot of people, like LA is the land of hopes and dreams. And I know a lot of people come here with nothing but, you know, $200 in their pocket. They come here in their car and it may not be what they think it is. So do you have any advice for somebody who is an artist who maybe found themselves without, especially this time of year?
You know, first of all, I say if you can get linked in with people so that you can have a village out here, because I don't think you can make it out in LA without a village of people who are going to support you. So definitely if you can find a church home to get into, because prayer is going to keep you here in LA. So that's definitely number one. And that very thing that gives you that trembling in your belly that makes you scared, run towards it.
Oh, that's great advice.
Run towards the very thing you fear. There's a lot of blessings on the other side.
Absolutely. Awesome. Well, thank you so
Thank you
much.
very much.
I appreciate talking to you. It's nice to meet you. Happy Thanksgiving. The Los Angeles Mission was established 80 years ago in 1936 as a soup kitchen and Christian outreach to homeless men on Skid Row. But today, they provide long-term rehabilitation programs that restore health and hope, and they even serve 360 days a year, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So it was time for me to roll up my sleeves and start contributing. Thank you, Donna.
Yep. Close.
All right. Yay!
It's a beautiful
It's a
plate.
great plate. It's running out of room. It's perfect. Hi. Oh, thank you very much. Why is it important for you to get your kids involved in giving back?
It's so important because too much is given, much is required, and that's what Thanksgiving's all about, right?
Yes.
What are you thankful for?
We're thankful for family, thankful for each other, and thankful to be able to share.
Thank you. Yeah. Say it again. Yeah, thank you. All right. Cool. Butter, thank you, sir. Going. All right. Yes. Beautiful. Hello. Thank you. Where am I going? Okay. Woo! It is Thanksgiving, but can I tell you, it is so hot outside today in LA. And that's the other thing too, is I couldn't imagine having to live out here every single day. All right. I don't know where I'm needed. What do you need? Pie. I'm not pie. Where's food? Ah, there's food. Oh, okay. Gonna hobble on this way. Hello, sirs.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
This young gentleman right here.
All right. You hungry?
Yeah.
There you go. You're welcome. Happy Thanksgiving, guys. You're welcome.
To give back and to be involved. And so I actually feel like this event today is special, but it really is more symbolic of what people should be doing on an everyday, or more like not just during Thanksgiving, but year round.
Right. And how does it affect you emotionally to be so involved and interacting with people who are down on their luck?
You know, I'm quick to cry, so I don't want to homelessness really is a problem, and I think that the homeless population are marginalized a lot in our society, especially when we're moving homeless people from locations when we're having an event, so they're not seen on the street, basically trying to hide homelessness. And homelessness is not a crime, and I think I feel very passionate about that, and I feel like in our society we need to humanize the homeless, because they are human beings with value and worth, and it's really important to see that dignity in all of them.
Do a little bit about what brought you out today to volunteer.
You know, the divide in Los Angeles and in so many places in the world is so huge between people who have a lot and people who don't have as much. And I think any time that we can bridge that gap and come together and say we see you and we feel you and we love you, and everyone needs a helping hand. And to be able to feed people, that to me is God's love, and also all of our love, you know? It's a good way of showing it.
And have you met anybody face to face that really touched your heart, that stuck with you?
And how many children there are lining up how many kids, little children who are hungry. It breaks my heart.
Taking a look around at all the faces, I'm reminded that the numbers of the homeless population continue to soar, and it's important to remember that it doesn't discriminate against any particular demographic. From youths to elders, families, veterans, handicapped, the mentally ill, and your everyday, hard-working individual who just got laid off.
Hi, how are you? Thank you for your service.
I appreciate it.
Thank you.
For your service.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you, you too.
We'll talk later.
Earlier, I was having a conversation and we were just talking about how, people always put celebrities on a pedestal, and while they're super talented and wonderful, they're people just like you and I. My lovely camera person, Marissa, made a great point. She said, they put their pants on just like me and you. And it's true, and it's so wonderful to come across people like we just did that are super friendly. Oh, hi. Sorry, I'm in conversation.
On the right-hand side.
All right. Thank you. Where am I going? All right. Hello, how are you guys? You hungry? All right, happy Thanksgiving.
I made a few rounds at the tables, and someone told me there was a foot washing tent just down the way. It sounded like an interesting concept, so I thought I would go down there and check that out too.
It's amazing what people would do to go out of their way to help other people that are less fortunate and that can't get stuff done like this.
Yeah, so what are you grateful for?
I am grateful that God brought me on. God gave me another day to live on this earth, to survive, and to enjoy life and enjoy the company of people.
What she's doing as a volunteer of LVN, twice a year she comes out here and gives herself to the less fortunate people.
Yeah.
With her smile and her ability and ingenuity, she's my angel.
She brings light into your life.
Yes, she do, and her smile and her compassion and her willingness to give. It is an incompetent thing that anyone can't do what she's doing. Thank you.
It's just in this little short time, I guess she picked that all up.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what brings you here then?
Well, I've been doing this for 7 years, and right now I live in Arizona, Bullhead City. So it takes me 5 hours to get here. So I've been volunteering for 7 years. 7 years, and I love it. I love giving it back to the community. I originally found out about this I was giving for Thanksgiving and Christmas. So they sent me a newsletter and they talked about foot washing. I was like, I bet you I could do that because I'm a nurse, right? So I've been doing it. I got in touch with them and I've been doing it ever since.
And how's it changed you as a person? How does volunteering change you as a person?
Oh, it makes me feel like a better person, that I'm doing something, and if I were to pass away, I'm thinking at least I've done something to make somebody else happy.
Yeah.
I felt like I can pray with them because there's so many different people. They're out here for different reasons, and just to have the compassion. And some people don't want to touch them because some of the people are homeless. They live on the street, and I think they need that love. That godly love from everyone, and not to be treated differently. I'm not here to judge anybody because God's going to judge me one day, so I try to be like, pray with them whatever they need. They want to cry to me, tell me what their problems are. I try to talk to them. I come and bring gifts. I bring crosses from church. I get things made up, and I don't know. I just love the people, so it makes me feel good.
She's serving. She's a Christian, and she's serving the people who are less fortunate and doing such a fantastic job. My
Happy she's gonna go to sleep after this.
I would too. It looks great.
Yes, so that's good though. You should try it.
I should?
Yeah.
It looks like it'd feel good, but that's for you. It's like your day. This is all about giving back to you.
All about you. And I don't mind.
May I ask you, how long have you been living on the street?
6 months.
6 months. And how has that affected you and your soul?
My soul has taught me never look down on nobody unless I can pick them up, and everybody with a job is one paycheck from being homeless.
That's absolutely true.
Yes, so therefore I have clairvoyance. I don't look at people for what they are because I'm partially blind. I just look at their heart.
That's beautiful.
She has a wonderful heart.
Yeah, I can tell.
We want to have that touch point and really give them that humanity that might be the tipping point from them, being sick and tired of being sick and tired, to say, you know what, if this place cares so much, maybe I need to get into that program. So when they sit down and then, some beautiful volunteer comes in and gives them this beautiful plate of food, that could make a difference and could be that tipping point in their life.
Okay, well, I'm a 2002 graduate from the Los Angeles Mission, the Ann Douglas side, which is the women's side. And what I really love about this is because it's the volunteers who are extremely important to this event, is because when I was here, I didn't understand why people would come and volunteer. I'm like, why would they want to be here? They could be at work, they could be asleep, they could be twerking. But I was like, oh, why are they here? And what God had showed me is that this is his love through people, is to love us until we can love ourselves. And that was like the most awesome thing, is because I'm like, what are all these white people here and why are they helping us? What do they want? We're skeptical.
Yeah.
But it was like, no, it's the love that they have for people, and they volunteer their time to help us. So through that love, I was able to get myself together, be restored, be refreshed, be renewed, love myself more. I'm an alumni. I'm a floral designer, and I do the flowers for the Los Angeles Mission, all their events. I do Thanksgiving, Christmas, Easter, and so I work with the mission, and so I'm a graduate and I love it. There's a lot of misconception, because it's not like I wanted to get high. It's not like I wanted to drink. It's like I couldn't stop. I was addicted. It's like a cancer patient. You have to treat a addict just like a person with a disease. So, and it has to be treated. So my disease was being treated as I was getting help. It's not like I wanted to get high. I wanted to stop, but I couldn't stop. So, and out here in downtown Los Angeles, a lot of mental health that needs to be addressed. It's like I met a lady one time, and she's like, she was schizophrenic, yeah. And she said that she didn't know until she got the right medications to get herself together. So, and now she has her own place. She has a job and everything. It's a lot of mental health, and some people just choose to live like this.
Right.
So, but some people don't want to be like this. But that's why we're showing them by doing these events that there is hope, because they see people that have graduated, have gotten clean and sober, and still living life on life terms. One of the things that I ran from is that the pain of life. I didn't want to deal with it. Now I'm dealing with it, and it's not so bad. I can deal with it without getting high. I can deal with it without drinking alcohol. And I just lost my mother a year ago, and that was the most excruciating pain I have ever went through. But I got through it without even getting high or drinking. I mean, come on, it's not an option anymore. Right. That's not the life I choose anymore. I love my life today in spite of living life on life terms. The world is hard. It's people that are evil. It's people that are mean. It's a lot of prejudice still. It's a lot of hate, but you still have to deal with life, especially being a black woman. It's a lot of stereotypes, and it's like whatever, but you still have to deal with it and love people in spite of their selves. That's what I do.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome, sweetie. Anytime.
Well, congratulations on graduating from
thank you.
All the small things that make such a huge difference in people's lives.
Yes.
So
always,
thank you.
Always.
Thank you.
You're awesome.
Yeah, so much for sharing, allowing us to share this experience with people at home.
Thank you.
And opening your home to us, but at the same time, thank you for just all your services in our community.
Our pleasure. We love doing it.
For more ways to help, visit the lamission.org. There's a button there. You can donate products, services, whether it's clothes, blankets, or if you're a Los Angeles local, you can come donate your time, because it's not just Thanksgiving or Christmas. 365 days a year, their doors are open to helping people in need, and you can be a part of that big mission here in Los Angeles. Even if you live overseas, please visit the website, make a donation, and come on down. I hope you had a great time here with me at the Celebrity Volunteer Experience, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.
To you.